ज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्या ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा गदामह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणसिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रियै। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा शिवसादि गौर भक्तिवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. So today is chapter 1. Observing the armies. So I'm going to present to you this is a synopsis. This is an overview of the whole chapter. This is not the detailed class. Detailed classes we take at the end of 18 days for every batch, if whoever is interested. Okay, so welcome to Understand Gita in 18 days. I will do it as a Vaishnava etiquette. We first pay our obeisances to Srila Prabhupada and then we start the class. Okay, so all this course is based on the teachings of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. He is the Founder-Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. He is I will talk a little bit about him first. If you can, if there are no technical difficulties, if you can please hold for the chat later or in the middle of the class, if you have a question. This is Srila Prabhupada in Los Angeles. He did the first ever Rath Yatra in 1972, and these are all his disciples. And everything was made in Los Angeles. Nothing was brought from India. Even the deities, Jagannath, Subhadra, Baldev, were carved by his disciples in America from the wood. They were not brought. And so are the 3 Rathas. This is a little bit about Srila Prabhupada's life. Srila Prabhupada was born in a Vaishnava family. His father, Gaur Mohan De, Prabhupada talks a lot about his father. He said his father was his first guru. And this is Prabhupada when he was a child. He wanted to do the Rath Yatra in his neighborhood. So he requested his father and he was throwing a tantrum. If you read Prabhupada's biography, the pastime comes over there. So his father took him to the house of an old lady in the neighborhood who had a broken cart. So he brought the cart, painted it, prepared it, and then Prabhupada performed Rath Yatra in his neighborhood in Calcutta with all the children, and all the mothers made sweets. So in 1922, Prabhupada met his spiritual master, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. And in 1933, he took initiation from Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, when he met Srila Prabhupada for the first time, he told him, "You are a young boy, you speak English. Why don't you preach this cult of Lord Chaitanya in the Western world?" So in 1933, he took initiation. 1959, he took sannyas. Prabhupada was always preaching. He was still publishing as a householder when he was married and living with the family and doing business. He was still preaching Krishna consciousness. He was still very active and publishing and writing. But after sannyas, Prabhupada relocated to Vrindavan in Radha Damodar temple, and he was completely dedicated. He was preaching to the public. He was printing. He was proofreading, binding, and distributing. So Prabhupada used to travel from Vrindavan to Delhi, and it was not a convenient travel in those times, in 1950s, 1960s. Prabhupada even got heat stroke a couple of times, and he used to distribute. This is with the publishing shop in Delhi. And Prabhupada was preaching very prominent personalities in the society. He was not keeping Krishna consciousness for only people who quote unquote we think spirituality is for someone who has nothing else to do in life, right? Who are done with other duties. But Srila Prabhupada was preaching to very prominent personalities, to politicians. He even wrote to Mahatma Gandhi, Rajendra Prasad, so many of them got Prabhupada's books. In 1965, Prabhupada's spiritual master ordered him to go to Western world and preach in 1922. But it was not until 1965 that he was able to come to the Western world. So 1965, he was given a ticket by Sumati Morarji in Scindia Shipping Company in Mumbai to board a cargo ship. It was a cargo ship. It was not a passenger ship. Prabhupada was the only passenger in that ship to come to America. So Prabhupada first landed in Boston and then New York. And Prabhupada started International Society for Krishna Consciousness in New York in the public park called Tompkinson Square Park, where he used to sit from 2 p.m. up to 5 p.m. every day and just chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He had 40 rupees with him when he traveled and few big books in a trunk. He's a sannyasi. And at those times, there was no conversion of the currency. The rupees cannot be converted to dollars. So practically, Prabhupada traveled alone without any money. He had to face a lot of reverses on coming to Western world, but the order of the Guru was very, prominent in his consciousness. So he started the movement just by sitting in a public park for 3 hours every single day. And slowly, the local people got attracted to Prabhupada's chanting, and that's how the movement began. Then Prabhupada initiated the disciples, and then everywhere it got spread like wildfire. Krishna sanctioned it. So this is Prabhupada in Moscow. This is Prabhupada disciples in United Kingdom. This is Prabhupada's appearing on the cover page after he did the first public Hare Krishna Mahamantra Kirtan in San Francisco. So I'm just gonna show Srila Prabhupada's wait, I'm sorry. This is Prabhupada. This is Prabhupada in Russia. So he was preaching to very renowned personalities in the society. He was not keeping it to himself or keeping it to few people or his relatives. He was spreading it. That's how we are here. We are all indebted to Srila Prabhupada for his wealth, for his causeless mercy, actually. These are all Srila Prabhupada's disciples. Srila Prabhupada translated over 70 scriptures in English, all of them. He also started a magazine called Back to Godhead magazine. And I'm going to show you his timeline. At the age of 70 years, he came to America. And he left the planet in 1977. So from 1965 to 1977, this is Srila Prabhupada's travel timeline to spread Krishna consciousness all over the planet.
Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha
Times around the globe, 25 countries visited. Just to spread Krishna consciousness, not for travel. And these are our deities in Radha Govinda temple in Mangalore. So you all are welcome after the lockdown is lifted and things go back to normal to please come and take their darshan. They're very merciful. They're very beautiful. And in these classes, at some point, I remind me to tell you their history, how they appeared in our temple, probably 14 years ago now. So this is where we are, located in Mangalore, Shri Shri Radha Govinda Temple, Coconut Garden Road, Tollgate, Kadri, Mangalore. This is all under the supervision of His Grace Navanishta Das Prabhu. He is the temple president, and you can subscribe to his YouTube channel. Even though we will be sharing the recordings every day. Okay, so just what is Bhagavad Gita? Bhagavad Gita is an epic scripture that has answers to all our problems. It was considered a spiritual dictionary by Mahatma Gandhi, and it is a book of inspiration for many leaders across the planet. So it is actually a spiritual dictionary. It is not limited to be studied by a certain cult of people following a certain cult. Actually, Bhagavad Gita that Prabhupada has translated is a textbook. It's a textbook in Berkeley University, California, in Georgia. Also in United Kingdom, Oxford University, when they do PhD for religion and philosophy, Srila Prabhupada's two books are textbook, Bhagavad Gita and Nectar of Devotion, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. So people are reading these books and trying to understand what Krishna consciousness is. So this is from Bhagavad Gita. Mahatma Gandhi said, those who meditate on the Gita will derive fresh joy and new meanings from it every day. Albert Einstein read Bhagavad Gita. When I read Bhagavad Gita and reflect about how God created this universe, everything else seems so superfluous. Actually, it is real. I will present to you IQ, EQ, SQ after a couple of chapters, and there Einstein says a lot about spirituality. Okay, so why there are over 600 translations of Bhagavad Gita? Why this particular Bhagavad Gita as it is? What is so special in this Bhagavad Gita? So as we, if let's say that I have a phone, okay, now I want the phone to be charged, and but the charging cable is broken. So no matter how beautiful and how efficient my phone is, if the cable is broken, I cannot put charge in it, right? So that way, why? Because there's a lack of contact between the source and the receiver. So similarly, if the message of Krishna is not coming through an unbroken chain of disciplic succession, then it is not Bhagavad Gita as it is. Then it is their Bhagavad Gita. Gita means song. Bhagavat means the song which is sung by the Supreme Personality of Godhead or Krishna. So that is a word meaning of Bhagavad Gita. As it is Srila Prabhupada wrote, because it is following a parampara, a disciplic succession. The writer or the narrator or the translator is not giving their own personally motivated interpretations. It is given, the Prabhupada is translating and writing what he was taught by his guru, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada. Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada taught Prabhupada what he was taught by his guru, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj. Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj taught Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada what was taught by his guru, Bhaktivedanta Thakur. Go back, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. Like that, go back, Narad Muni. And go back, Vyasdev. Go back, Brahma. Then go back, Krishna. So in International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we belong to, ISKCON belongs to Brahma Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya. So the parampara which comes from Brahma. So we should be able to give a record whose translation is it. Otherwise, if somebody who is not in a parampara translates Bhagavad Gita, then it is not Bhagavad Gita, it is their Gita, it is their song. There is a lot of difference. There are so many translations floating around, but no one is doing this litmus test. There are 4 sampradayas which are bona fide to understand Krishna consciousness. One is Brahma Gaudiya Sampradaya, coming from Lord Brahma. Another is Rudra Sampradaya, coming from Lord Shiva. Another is Sri Lakshmi Sampradaya, where Ramanujacharya is the most prominent Acharya, coming from Mother Lakshmi. And fourth is coming from four Kumaras, where Nimbarkacharya is the most prominent sampradaya. So when you go and purchase any spiritual book about Krishna consciousness, test who is the writer, and who is the teacher of the writer, and what sampradaya they belong to. Okay, otherwise we will be cheated otherwise. So Bhagavad Gita is a vast book. A systematic study of the Gita will take about a year. In 18 days, we can't do that. So we are focusing on the flow of thoughts between Krishna and Arjuna. The objective is to prepare one for a deeper study of Gita. Okay, so this is just an overview of each chapter. Um, so eventually, each one of you become more interested in knowing in detail about Bhagavad Gita. So Arjuna's bewilderment and appearance of illusion must be understood to be Krishna's arrangement. If not for Arjuna's confusion and bewilderment, there would have been no necessity for Krishna to speak the Bhagavad Gita to rescue him. Although Arjuna is the apparent first listener of the Bhagavad Gita, it is for the benefit of everyone. Bhagavad Gita, once we finish this course, every time I've finished this course, there's so many people who keep coming back because it's so nice. And I also keep talking about it like eighth time since June. There is something, right? So it is for the benefit of everyone. Everybody gets benefited and it's enjoyable. So take this class as a self-care class, right? You're taking care of yourself when you hear Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna drove the chariot in the midst of both armies, right? This is the scene. The Kauravas are there, the Pandavas are there. Arjuna tells Krishna, bring my chariot in the middle of both the armies. So Arjuna was in difficulty in having to fight the battle of Kuruksetra. He surrendered unto Sri Krishna, and consequently, this Bhagavad Gita was spoken. So every journey begins with a single step. Let's begin the journey into the mysticism Gita. So welcome everyone. It's a mystic and very fun-loving, fun-filled journey it's going to be. That much I can promise. Okay, I'm just gonna play Gita Mahatmya, or the glorification of Bhagavad Gita, and at the end of 18th chapter, I will explain it. So today I'll just play it. And this is sung by my friend who is taking our Kannada classes.
अथ गीता महात्म्या गीताशास्त्रम् इदं पुण्यं या पठेत् त्रयतः पुमान् विष्णुपदम् अवाप्नोति भयशोकादिवर्जितः गीताध्ययनशीलस्य प्राणायामापरस्य च नैव सन्ति हि पापानि पूर्वजन्मा कृतानि च मलनिर्मोचनं पुंसा जलस्नानं दिने दिने सकृद्गीताम्भसि स्नानं संसारमलनाशनं गीतसुगीतकर्तव्या किमन्ये शास्त्रविस्तरे या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखापद्मादिनिःसृता भारतामृता सर्वस्वं विष्णोर्वक्त्रद्विनिःसृतं गीता गङ्गोदकं पीत्वा पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दुग्धा गोपालनन्दना पार्थो वत्स सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महात् एकं शास्त्रं देवकी पुत्रगीतम् एको देवो देवकी पुत्र एव एको मन्त्रस्तस्य नामानि यानि कर्माप्येकं तस्य देवस्य सेवा.
Explain the meaning when we finish 18th chapter, but this is one of the prayers in Gita Mahatmya. Sarva Upanishado Gavo Dugdha Gopala Nandanaha Partho Vatsa Sudhir Bhokta Dugdam Gita Amritam Mahat. So all the Upanishads are like a cow, and the milker of the cow is Lord Shri Krishna, the son of Nanda. Arjuna is the calf. The beautiful nectar of the Gita is the milk. And the fortunate devotees of fine theistic intellect are the drinkers and enjoyers of that milk. Srila Prabhupada translated this, so I really like reading this. Fortunate devotees of fine theistic intellect. So whosoever tries to understand Krishna, or tries to understand Bhagavad Gita, or tries to understand their real self, are glorified in the Shastras as being fortunate devotees of fine theistic intellect. So you're very fortunate. So this is chapter 1's overview, Arjuna Vishad Yoga, Arjuna's Yoga of Lamentation. The chapter name is Observing the Armies in the middle of the battlefield. So this first chapter is about different reactions to the same scene. There are three personalities who are introduced in first chapter: Dhritarashtra, Arjuna, and Duryodhana. And the scene is in the middle of the battlefield. Where so many, actually that was the biggest war ever in the world history. There has not been such a big war ever again. I don't know if there's going to be another one, but there has not been. So the three personalities are introduced in the middle of the battlefield. Dhritarashtra is sitting in Indraprastha. Sanjaya is reciting what is happening in Kuruksetra to Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya is the disciple of Vyasadeva. By the mercy of Vyasadeva, he has got the vision, the divine vision, by which he can see in Kuruksetra, even though he's sitting in present Delhi or Indraprastha. So his mind is revealed. Then Arjuna's mind is revealed to the same scene, and Duryodhana's mind is revealed. So all three reactions are discussed. Okay. So first verse. In my detailed class, I asked my class to memorize. So if you all can memorize first verse. First verse of Bhagavad Gita, first chapter, is spoken by Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra speaks only this verse. Krishna speaks about 575 verses. And rest of the verses are by, around 85 are by Arjuna, and rest are by Sanjaya. So Dhritarashtra uvacha, dharam kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kimakurvat Sanjaya. So he's asking, Dhritarashtra uvacha means said. Dhritarashtra said, dharam kshetre kurukshetre. In a place of dharma called Kuruksetra, samaveta yuyutsavaha. Samaveta yuyutsavaha means assembled together with the intention to fight. Samaveta means assembly. Yuyutsava means they have assembled together with an intention to fight. Who has assembled together? Mamaka. He's saying Mamaka is my sons. Pandavas chaiva. Pandavas are and the sons of my brother Pandu. Kima kurvata Sanjaya? What did they do? So this is a very interesting question. He's asking that they have assembled my sons and the sons of my brother Pandu have assembled together in the religious field of Kuruksetra with an intention to fight. What did they do? What did they do, O Sanjaya? That's what he's saying. So I do want, even though it's a very big class, but let's see whoever will raise their hand first. Please get ready to raise your hands. I am going to show you the face of Dhritarashtra, and face is the index of mind. So tell me what is his feeling. What do you think? What is he feeling? Shravana. Yes, you can unmute yourself. Shravana Kumar.
He's thinking like what is going to happen to his sons, like are all of them are going to die or what, and he's very scared about the consequences of the war.
So the feeling is fear. Is that what you're saying? Fearful?
Fear and anxious.
Fear and anxiety. Okay, thank you so much. Kritika Rajaram. Yes, Mataji. What do you think?
Yes, ma'am. I think that since we all know Dhritarashtra is blind, and he doesn't know that he can't get into that scenario of the fight. So he is very worried about his own sons, whether they will win or lose. Like, even though they're more in number, yet Pandu's sons are more capable of winning the fight. So he's worried about his people right there. That's why he's asking
Feeling is
Sanjay about.
so you're telling me the feeling is worry. He's feeling worried.
He's feeling worried because he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, thank you very much. So, yes, so Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, the Dhritarashtra is feeling doubtful and fearful. So he's doubtful and fearful, doubtful about the victory of his sons because his Pandavas are virtuous, they are pious, and they are in the religious field. So naturally, the place of pilgrimage is going to favor most to the people who are more pious. So he's doubtful and he's fearful because his sons will lose. So his son Duryodhana will not become a king, or they may even die. Just fearful about that. Okay, so this is, I'm going to analyze the verse. We must understand first verse in little detail. So Dharam Kshetre. So I know in South India, whenever there is something auspicious, there is a custom of overboiling the milk. So Dharam Kshetre means invocates auspiciousness in the war. So which is like this is an auspicious sign. Then the other word is Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva, means my sons and the sons of Pandu. So as one puts the lemon in the hot milk and separates the cheese and the water, like that, he's separating his sons from the sons of Pandu. This is a very rich Kshatriya family who, and they are the only king of the whole planet, not just one small piece of land, entire planet. He's acting as a king, so he's quite capable of taking care of the sons of his younger brother Pandu. But because of the greed, he's separating my sons and the sons of Pandu. It is a custom, right, that if his younger brother has passed away, he must act as a father and a protector. Father means protector. So, but he's separating. So that's what it is representing here. And then the last thing is Kima Kurvata Sanchaya. What did they do? Now, if I give somebody a plate full of rasagulla and then I ask them, what will you do? What will you do with the rasagulla? Obviously, you'll eat them, right? And now they are in the battlefield with millions and millions of people and animals and weapons to fight. It definitely is not a shopping complex. So, what is this question? What did you do? What did they do? What did they do? Means he is doubtful. Means that they, under the influence of Dharam Kshetra, Srila Prabhupada explains this. Under the influence of Dharam Kshetra, Kuruksetra, the Kauravas' heart may change and they may not fight. But Dhritarashtra does not want that. Dhritarashtra wants the fight. So he's asking, what did they do? Is the fight still going to happen? Is what's happening? Like that. Okay, so who is this personality? Yes, quickly raise your hand. Sonia Agarwal, Mataji. Yes, Mataji, who is this personality? Quickly. Who is this personality? Okay, I think
Is it Dhritarashtra? Is it Dhritarashtra?
Dhritarashtra is over, right?
Just a disciple of
Right.
Dhritarashtra.
Sudama Gontaka. Yes, please unmute yourself.
He's Duryodhana.
Yes, very nice. Thank you very much. So, Duryodhana. Now, Duryodhana, so we discussed the mindset of Dhritarashtra. He was doubtful and fearful. Now, Duryodhana sees the arrangement of military phalanx by the Pandavas, and then he comes and speaks to his guru, Dronacharya. Okay, I'm going to show you Duryodhana's face. Looking at his face, what do you think he's feeling? What is his feeling? Samskriti. Yes. Unmute yourself. What is Duryodhana feeling? So, yes. I can't hear you. Sorry. Vaishali Sanghavi, please. Vaishali Sanghavi, Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna.
Krishna. What is he
Yeah,
feeling?
he wants to fight with the Pandavas and
Okay.
want the whole Hastinapur.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So he's feeling shocked. Why? Because he did not expect the Pandavas to have such a nice arrangement of the military phalanx. Pandavas had just returned from their exile in the forest. They did not even have resources to fight. So how can he's shocked that how can they arrange such a nice military phalanx? The military phalanx of Pandavas was arranged by Drishtadumna. Drishtadumna was also a student of Dronacharya. So he sees that Drishtadumna has arranged the phalanx so nicely, and then immediately he comes and blasphemes Dronacharya. "Oh, my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada." So he gets shocked and he criticizes Dronacharya that so expertly their military phalanx is arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Drupada. Son of Drupada is Drishtadumna. So Drupada and Dronacharya were friends in school. Drupada is also father of Draupadi. So Drupada and Dronacharya were friends in school, and that time Dronacharya was a very poor Brahmana, and Drupada was his best friend. So Drupada promised Dronacharya in the school that when I become a king one day, I will give you these many villages, so you will not be poor anymore. So when Drupada became the king, he did not fulfill his promise. So Dronacharya forcefully, he's a Brahmin. Brahmins have power, forcefully took over the villages. Not because he was in need, but because you cannot lie to a Brahmana. That's a sin. But Drupada became very, very envious of Dronacharya at that point. The enmity was so strong that actually Drupada performed a fire sacrifice to beget a son, Drishadumna, who will kill Dronacharya in future. And Dronacharya was very aware of this. But he was such a magnanimous teacher that when Drishadumna was brought to Dronacharya in the school to be taught about the military science, even though Dronacharya knew that Drishadumna will kill me in future, he did not hesitate to impart the knowledge. So this is Duryodhana. "O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your disciple, Dhimata, the son of Drupada." So your intelligent disciple is Dhimata in the verse, in the Sanskrit verse. Okay, so he's feeling shocked. He's feeling like how can this possibly be there, that they don't even have as much army as I have, and they just came from exile, and it takes a lot of money to fight. Where did they get all this from? Okay, so he's completely bewildered. Okay, so then what happens that they all blow their conch shell. Saghosho Dhritarashtra Hridyani Vradarayet Nabhascha Prithvim Chaiva Tumulo Abhyanu Adayan. The blowing of this different conch shell became uproarious, thus vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of the sons of Dhritarashtra. So when Krishna and 5 Pandavas blew their conch shell, it shattered the hearts of the Kauravas. Hridyani Vradarayet. Such shattering is not mentioned. Shattering of the hearts is not mentioned when Kauravas are blowing their conch shell. Why did it shatter the hearts? It gave them a terror. Why? Because the conch shells were transcendental. Because Krishna was there. Okay. So there are certain signs in the first which indicate that Arjuna was going to win. First is Dharamkshetra. The war was going to happen in the holy land of Kuruksetra, which is the place of religion, which is a pious land, even before the war happened there. And because Pandavas are pious, it will influence them more. The The chariot, the divine chariot on which Arjuna was seated, was gifted to him by Agnidev, sun god, and it was capable of conquering all three worlds, upper, lower, middle, planetary systems. So it was a divine chariot. It was not ordinary. Kapidhwaja, the Lord Hanuman came with Arjuna on the flag, and because Hanuman assisted Lord Rama in the fight against Ravana, similarly, now Krishna and Rama are same. So he is going to assist Arjuna to win the war for Lord Krishna. Shankhanada. So the blowing of the conch shell is transcendental. Gandiva, the bow, the Arjuna's bow was given to him by Pashupati Nath. So that was also transcendental. Tyakta Jivita. Tyakta Jivita means when Arjuna was analyzing the army of the Pandavas and analyzing his own army, he said, "My army, there are so many people who are going to lay down their lives for me." So Tyakta Jivita means they're going to lay down their lives for me. He said that. So because he already said that they're going to die, it indicated that they're going to lose the war. The day was Mokshada Ekadashi, was auspicious, and wherever Lord Krishna is there or Vishnu is there, his wife, Mother Lakshmi, always accompanies him. So that was another auspicious sign. And on top of everything else, Rishikesha, or the proprietor of all the senses, Krishna, was present on the side of Pandavas. So these are all the signs which indicate from chapter 1 that Arjuna is going to win the war from the get-go. Okay, so this is the third personality, Arjuna. Now, Arjuna, when he saw the war, the battlefield, and he saw the party of the Kauravas, which had his grandfather Bhishma, his teacher Dronacharya, Kripacharya, his brothers, his uncles, animals, soldiers, he became very compassionate, very, very compassionate to all of them. And he gave some reasons to Krishna that he's not going to fight the battle. He is very soft-hearted. He's a Kshatriya. He's not weak. But because of the soft-heartedness and because he could see that they are all going to be slain in the battle, he became overwhelmed with grief. And because he became overwhelmed with grief, you see all his arrows are falling off. His Gandiva bow slipped out of his hand. His hair are now open. He's even crying. He's not crying because he's fearful and coward. Oh my God, so many people have to fight. He's crying because he's thinking that all inauspiciousness is waiting. So in that, he gives 5 reasons to Krishna that he's not going to fight the battle. And the reasons are, he gives first reason is compassion. In verse 28 of first chapter, Arjuna tells Krishna, Krishna, they're the objects of my compassion. My family is the object of my compassion. I cannot kill them. So I cannot kill them. And the second reason he gave is no enjoyment. So verse 31, because in our conception of enjoyment, it means that I need society, friendship, or family to enjoy with. So when everybody will be slain, everybody will be killed, even if I become the king, or Yudhishthira Maharaj becomes the king and we rule the planet, who are we going to rule? Or who are we going to enjoy with? Because all our family members will be dead and gone in this war. It was a huge war. So second reason he gives to Krishna, no enjoyment. Okay, third reason he says sin in verse 36. It is sinful. Actually, it is sinful to even verbally offend an elderly person. But you are telling me, Krishna, that I have to shoot an arrow on the chest of my grandfather Bhishma, who raised me as a child, and I have to see him falling on the ground, laying dead because of my attack. This is sinful. I cannot even verbally tell anything to him. Forget about shooting an arrow. So he's thinking it's sinful. Family tradition. When the elders of the family are going to be dead and gone, who is going to teach us about the tradition of a family, Krishna? So verse 45. So who's going to teach us? What is going to happen? And if there is no family tradition, then that family is irreligious. And irreligious family means people are confused. Confusion means everywhere there is only calamity. There is no welfare work for family or community. So he's saying, I'm not going to fight because this is going to destroy the family tradition. And in second chapter, verse 6, he says, I am completely undecided. I know I am a Kshatriya. I know it is my duty to fight, but now I am confused. I am undecided. So these are the 5 reasons that Arjuna gives to Krishna that I'm not going to fight. So this is so, please go back and read the chapter because it's so much fun to see. It's so much realize, it's so much like nectar that how Arjuna is very, very connected to himself. Arjuna is just not, when Duryodhana saw the party of the Pandavas, Duryodhana was bewildered, oh, shocked. Oh my God, how can they arrange so much? Oh, this is not going to be done, because he saw enemy. He did not see relatives. He saw people who were a stumbling block on his road on the path of him becoming the king of the world. But when Arjuna saw the other party, he saw the relatives, he saw people, he saw the elders. He did not see enemies. So that was possible because he is the pure devotee of the Lord. And a pure devotee of the Lord has no desire to enjoy independently. He says, I don't want the kingdom. Forget about for this earthly planet, even in exchange of the heavenly planets, I don't want to fight this war, Krishna. I don't want to fight it. And he gives these reasons. So which one can you relate to? Please remember these reasons, because tomorrow when I start chapter 2, I will ask. The reason is because Krishna in chapter 2 is going to slash each one of these reasons with his explanations. Compassion, no enjoyment, sin, family traditions, and indecision. So each one of us are faced with these kind of orthodox or these kind of calamities day-to-day lives. What should I do? If I do this, then this person will be mad. If I do this, then this person will be happy. Whom do I choose over who? Krishna is going to answer, okay? So this is the summary of the chapter. Dhritarashtra's inquiry in first verse. Kim akurvata Sanjaya. What did they do? Then Duryodhana's fear is expressed in verse 2 to 11. Mahatim chamum vyodham. Then blowing of different conches from 12 to 19. Hridyani vradarayet. The hearts were shattered of the Kauravas. Then Arjuna is introduced. Arjuna's observation in 20 to 27. Gandim shamshate hastat. His Gandiva bow was slipping out of his hands. Then Arjuna gives reasons to Krishna. I'm not going to fight. He gives 4 out of 5 reasons in chapter 1. From verse 28 to 46. Apratikaram ashastram. Okay. So all this is available to you. We will share the link for all of you to enroll in teachables, where you will be requested to take quiz on chapter 1. Go through all the slides. You can download all the slides. And only people who are going to go through all the quizzes will be the people who will end up getting certificate at the end. So there is a quiz to be done. I want to show Srila Prabhupada's interview after 1972 Rath Yatra in Los Angeles. He was interviewed in BBC studio. This is Srila Prabhupada, okay? So, and then we'll take up the questions.
Thank you. You founded the Hare Krishna movement some 7 years ago in 1967, did you not?
Yes.
In a capsule, what is the movement?
The movement is to have God consciousness, human being. The human being is distinguished from the animals, that the animals cannot understand what is God.
Mm-hmm.
And if the human being also does not understand what is God, then he is enemy.
I see. And so your movement is to bring about an understanding of God among human beings.
Yes.
And Hare Krishna means what?
Hare Krishna means addressing the energy of God. Hare means the energy of God, and Krishna means God.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You were here yesterday and to attend your annual festival that was held here in Golden Gate Park, and we were there too. And in fact, here it is. A few thousand people came out to hear it. How many people are now disciples of the Krishna consciousness movement?
Dedicated life, about 10,000.
About 10,000 dedicated
in
ones.
the Western world.
Your Grace, is there any significance at all in the shaved head? Why are heads shaved?
We keep ourselves very clean, that's all.
Oh, it's just a cleanliness thing?
Yes.
Is there any significance in the color of the robe?
At least at the present moment, people think that by keeping long hair, it becomes very beautiful.
I see.
Yes. So we are against it.
Just as simple as that. Is there any significance in the yellow robes?
Yellow robe is the dress, those who are dedicated.
It could very well have been a blue robe. It's just something that was arrived at.
This saffron.
Your Grace, why do you feel that so many people are pulling away from the traditional religions in this country, such as Christianity and so forth, and going for the trying to understand the Eastern religions? We hear a lot of Swamis and gurus and other type of yogi and so forth. Why do you feel that people are pulling away from the traditional Christian standards here?
But we see that the Christian churches, especially I've seen in London, mostly closed. People are not interested, or the Christian leaders, they cannot make them interested.
Why? Did Christianity fail the people, which is why they're turning to other things? Or?
I think so.
You say that Hare Krishna consciousness pretty much takes the absolute truths from the Bible, the Quran, the Torah, and the Vedic.
Yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Religion means to understand God.
I understand, but do you feel that in getting truths from various places like the Bible and the Quran and so forth, don't you run into conflicts at all or contradictions in those particular philosophies?
No, I don't find any conflict, because the ultimate goal is God. So you have to understand God and try to love Him. So you can go through any religious process. If the goal is attained, that you understand what is goal, and you try to love Him, then your life is perfect.
Why do we see so many of your followers chanting almost all the time?
Chanting means to keep association with God always.
So you have to audibly chant Hare Krishna?
Yes. This is transcendental vibration. Just like a radio message. If you keep contact with the radio message, then you know everything what is going on outside. Similarly, this transcendental sound, Hare Krishna, if you chant, then you keep connection with God directly.
Thank you very much, Your Divine Grace. It's been our privilege to talk with you and to meet you.
Thank you.
And hope that we can see you again when you return.
Thank you. So that was Srila Prabhupada. And okay, we come back to the main room. Now, I will request everyone, I will make some breakout rooms for my co-host also to help me with the questions. Please ask questions pertaining to the chapter. I know on the first day, everybody is excited and we get questions from everywhere, here, there. But please try to focus on chapter which we discussed today. That will be the best utilization of the time that we have together. Okay, so I'll make the breakout rooms. How many of us are there? 1, 2, 3. So Kalavati Mataji, Sita Mataji, and Karthik Prabhu, please make sure you all are in different breakout rooms, and I will make the breakout rooms for 5 minutes. Okay? And whoever is staying back in.
All of us in same room, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm going to move. Please wait.
Hello.
Sita Mataji.
Oh, let me try and leave, Mataji.
Hello.
Mataji, I'm going to this room too, Mataji. Please don't go there.
Okay, Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please go ahead with your question.
Can I ask a question? I'm Sonia on the side.
Yes, please, Mataji.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, see, we saw the image of Dhritarashtra, who said only one verse for Mahabharata, the first one,
Yes,
and he seems to be in doubt that what did they do. But
correct.
I always wonder that he was the father of Duryodhana. Do you think he did not have, enough control over the son to put some good, thought into his mind so that the whole Mahabharata could have been avoided? Do you
Yeah,
think he felt guilty about that?
yeah, you're right, Mataji. Like, see, as a father, he would have tried actually to put his son to the right path. But as you know, like everyone are here in this material world due to our past karma. So that is the main reason of all of us being here actually. So
Mm,
Duryodhana, he is a demonic character actually. So how
mhm,
the Rakshasas, right, in during Prahlada's period, Narsimhadev came and he killed Hiranyakashipu. Like that, Duryodhana is a demonic by nature. So we
mm.
can't change someone's nature. So that is in his bijam actually. It is a seed. It is in the
Okay.
seed itself. So
Mm,
that means he has accumulated past karmas. So that is what has come and made him to take birth as a such a arrogant nature. So like as you said, right, as a father he would have tried to advise, but it's up to the individual whether to listen to their father. How many of them listens, right? So it is all depends on the
okay.
individual persons. So if he had wished to change, right, he could have changed and he could have got into the right path. That is the lesson we learn.
Okay. Just one small thing, because if we see bringing this in today's modern society, if we see people like this today, when where you can see the demonic attitude and the nature. So what should we do? Should we really surrender just like Dhritarashtra and
No,
go
no.
by because
No,
nothing?
actually, what
So
Prabhupada says, like what Prabhupada has advised us, if you happen to see such demonic characters, it is advisable, recommended for you to get away from the site. So you don't associate with them. That is the first thing you should do. So because you can't preach someone who is not listening, and you should not preach someone to, that is also Krishna has told clearly, you should not try to preach to someone who is having a demonic nature. And we are not here to judge whether someone is demonic or not
mm,
demonic.
mm,
That
mm.
is also there. So we can understand to some level, but we can't decide that this person is demonic character or not.
Okay,
We are not for here for that actually. So in case
okay,
you are put into a situation like that, it is a good thing to get away from that site. But in case someone is talking wrong about God, Krishna, then you can raise your voice. You should raise your voice. If you don't raise your voice, then it is a sin in that case. So there are only two options. Either you can raise your voice if they are talking something wrong about Krishna, then you should raise your voice. That is one option. If you are not able to do that, you have to vacate the place. If you are present in that place, then you will get the sin.
okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna.
Anyone else who want to ask a question?
Hello. Sita, hello.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Actually, in the Mahabharata itself, everybody has got some previous birth connection except Duryodhana. What kind of previous birth has Duryodhana in Mahabharata?
We are not aware. I'm not aware of that detail, Mataji. So that much detail because he's anyway demonic character. So there is no point in analyzing which birth he took.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't really research that much about. If it is a really good character, right? Something like Prahalada, but we don't know. As it is, I don't know what is his previous
Okay.
birth.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Anyone
Hello.
else? Yeah, hi. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Suman here.
Hare Krishna.
So, yes, Hare Krishna. So I just want to know one thing. Like in first chapter, it is often mentioned about Dharamkshetra and Kurukshetra.
Correct.
So in present modern world, how should I see the Dharamkshetra and Kurukshetra?
Dharma Kshetra means the place where they follow Dharma. So the place which is filled of Dharma, Dharma Kshetra. So Kurukshetra means Kuru dynasty. You know, right? All the Pandavas and Kauravas, they came from the Kurus. Both are came from the Kurus dynasty. So that is why it is called Kurukshetra. So I didn't get your question. In current situation, how do we link that? That means
Yes.
I don't understand.
So that means how should I see myself whether I am what is a Dharamkshetra for me and what is Kurukshetra for me?
Yeah, wherever Krishna Nam is happening, Krishna Nam is singing, that is a Dharma Kshetra. That way you can find.
I think that's needed. We are all in it together. So I think you just have to sit back and enjoy the ride and see what you have. So, and as we grow in chapters, keep checking with yourself and you can check with me too. Are you understanding? Is it too hard? I am not speaking very philosophical language. I'm speaking a very simple language, right? It's art. So if at some point you feel you're not understanding, then please, my request is just don't leave. Please check.
Okay.
All the issue. Okay. The only background needed is for each one of us is actually Rupa Goswami Prabhupada answers this question: what is the price one has to pay to understand Krishna consciousness? Tatra lalyam ekamulyam. Your intense greed to understand Krishna consciousness is the price one has to pay. One has to pay that price. Intensely greedy to become Krishna conscious. If you
True.
have, then you're fine.
Got
Okay.
it. Okay. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Krishna. Yes, Sita Mataji, Kartik Prabhu.
Yes. Mataji. We came back, but many are complaining that they had issues with the link. They had gone to different languages. They could not able to join our 3 English class on time. Yes,
Wow. We only shared my class link, right?
Mataji, I think while registering, right, after the register, they will get the group link. Might be they clicked some other language by mistake. That is what I think.
Oh.
Okay.
It's going to be the same link every single day. Every day now link. Somebody is asking if I'm taking 7 p.m. class today. I am not taking 7 p.m. class today. 7 p.m. class will be Rashmi Mataji. I only take 3 p.m. class. Any question left unanswered, Sita Mataji?
No, Mataji.
Okay, thank you. Karavati Mataji, any question left unanswered?
No, Mataji.
Okay.
But tomorrow give us 10 minutes time, Mataji. This is the first day, no? They have many queries. Okay. So tomorrow give us 10 minutes time.
Yes, Mataji.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Even my class, it ended actually. I was answering a question, so it ended early.
Because in the first day they will have many queries. So let them ask freely. We will be with them. Don't worry much.
Thank you. Prabhu, do you want to continue answering the question? Kartik Prabhu?
Yes, Mataji. One of the Mataji was asking about Dharma Kshetra and Kurukshetra. It is mentioned. How come it is linked, related to? How do we know whether the particular Kshetra or place is a Dharma Kshetra? So I was trying to explain them first what is Dharma Kshetra, Kurukshetra, and then told them in current situation we can understand in the way like wherever the Krishna Nam is ringing, like wherever the you hear the Krishna Nam, that is a Dharma Kshetra. So that is what I try to answer, Mataji. You can answer it.
So Dharam Kshetra, it is a Dharam Kshetra because there were so many saintly people residing in Kurukshetra even before Mahabharata was fought over there. Because of the presence of saintly people, that place became saintly, right? That is why it is called Dharam Kshetra. Okay, Kartik Prabhu, do you want to tell how to solve quizzes? Because people are asking. And Anusha Mataji, please unmute yourself. Your hand is raised.
Yeah, Mataji.
Yes, Kartik. 1 second, Mataji. Kartik Prabhu, please introduce. He's our senior admin. He'll tell us how to solve the quizzes.
Yeah, you need to log into the Teachable account. So we will be shortly sending you, since this is the first day, we don't want to overload you before that. So we will be shortly sending you the Teachable account. So where you can register yourself with a unique email ID, so that you had not registered before. Suppose some people are from the previous batches, so you need to take a unique email ID and then register. Once you register into the Teachable account, you will be getting the daily quizzes. We request you to complete daily quizzes by the end of the same day, because we have seen in previous batches they accumulate till the last day, and there were so many problems. So we strongly recommend you take the daily quizzes then and there whenever the quiz opens. Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, you'll be able to download the presentation over there as well in Teachable. Okay, so you will have access to the presentation that I just did with all of you. Yes, we'll take some questions. Anusha Mataji, please go ahead. No, Anusha Mataji is asked. Ayush Shetty, please go ahead. No, Anusha Mataji, did you ask question?
No, Mataji, yet to ask.
Go ahead.
Ma'am, is this?
Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay, so as you said, the qualification to know Krishna consciousness is the intense greed. So that really touched my heart. And just a question popped up for me that, when Krishna, Lord himself, knows what will happen in the future, there'll be a lot of bloodsheds. You have to kill your own relatives, cousins, and all. So he knows what Arjuna will ask also. So everything, is it predestined? Like, to teach a lesson for the world, it's like everything pre-planned, right?
Okay, so what is your question?
So this it's all destiny. I mean, it's a predestiny which Krishna has written, and he knows everything, and it's just a lesson that we have to learn from this, is what my understanding is. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, I think you have to sit tight because this is going to be revealed as we grow. But yes, Krishna knows everything, but Krishna wants to teach us about, you see, Bhagavad Gita is a handbook for human mankind, how to live and then how to die, both. Okay, so so because he wants to teach to us, he is using his pure devotee as a via media. Prabhupada gave this example when a mother-in-law wants to teach her daughter-in-law how to cook. She teaches her daughter in front of the daughter-in-law, do like this, put like this. But the intention is the daughter-in-law should learn. So that is why Krishna's intention is we should learn, but he's using Arjuna as a via media. So yes, we will relish that nectar very soon. Okay.
Thank you so much. But is it through a violence only he wants us to learn, like through bloodshed?
Understanding of Krishna, just wait, because Krishna, whether he kills or he maintains, is the same thing. For us in the material world, violence and affection are two different things. But for Krishna, it is absolute. Absolute means whether he kills or whether he maintains is the same thing.
Okay, I'll stay tuned. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Ayush Shetty, yes, Prabhuji, what is your question? And then Manushri Ghosh, then Usha Parik Mataji. Please.
Hare Krishna, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Is this session also for kids also, or other session to join?
Children have other session. Children have class at 6 a.m. and 5 p.m. I know about 2 sessions. So you have to register for kids class. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Ma'am, I have registered. We are from Muscat actually. I got this timing, so he was bit.
Yeah. Is there 3 p.m. kids class too? Are you in kids WhatsApp group? Because they have a different WhatsApp group. This is 3 p.m.
Yeah, his name was joined in this WhatsApp group, this timing, ma'am. So is it for kids also, or they have any other timing like?
What I know, I can double check. What I know is they have 2 classes for kids. One is at 6 a.m. India time, and another one is at 5 p.m. India time. So probably you registered not for kids class. The kids class have a different registration at the bottom. You have
I'll
to,
check it. I can go back to the same link and re-register, right, ma'am?
yes, yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Manushri Ghosh Mataji, and then Usha Parekh, Dr. Parekh Mataji. Yes, Manushri Ghosh Mataji, please go ahead. Okay, she's not. Okay, Dr. Usha Parekh Mataji, please go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna. Am I audible?
yes, very nicely. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Hare Krishna. My question is that in the picture of Gita, what or in this one also is shown is that chariot, Arjun's chariot is shown with 4 horses, and Parthasarathy Krishna is there. Does it have any significance? I was under the impression that it has 7 horses showing our indriyas, but here it is 4.
I don't know. Horse and chariot comparison has a significance, but I don't know specifically for Arjuna. I have to find out, Mataji. Okay. I don't. Mahabharata I have not read. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Hare
Yeah,
Krishna.
but not.
Hare Krishna.
Pushpalata Mataji.
Yeah. Hare
Yes.
Krishna, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear. Yes.
Yeah. I just have one doubt. I had registered for a Kannada session. I have been given English. Can I change now?
Yes, Mataji, you can change.
And can I change to Kannada?
Yes, yes, you can change to Kannada. You have to register for Kannada class. Did you register for English?
Is it? No. I think I can change it to Kannada. So what are the times then for the Kannada session?
Same timing, 6 a.m., 3 p.m., 7 p.m. But you have to register for Kannada language.
Oh, I think I had done, but I don't know how it has come. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
Ramya Mataji, and then Rachna Bakshi slash Khanna. Hare Krishna.
Hari Om Mataji. Your teachings was good. Will you be teaching each sloka of Bhagavad Gita, madam?
Mataji, that we do in, that is why the systematic study is 1 year, not 18 days. That we do in detail. We read each verse. But understand Gita, 18 days, I cannot teach all the shlokas, no.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Rachna Bakshi slash Khanna Mataji. You can, Krishna, I unmuted you. Sorry, please mute yourself.
Hare Krishna, ma'am. Actually, I am asking about when Dhritarashtra asked Sanjay that Kim Kurvata Sanjay, mean what did they do, their son and Pandava's son. Why he asked this question to Sanjay? Because he knew it already now that they are all in the, they are in Yudh, wahan par ho raha hai, and in spite of that, he is asking Sanjay, what did they do? Why he asked this question?
Yes.
They knew the desire of their sons now already.
Well, he asked this question because he's doubtful and fearful. You have to read. Mataji, you're looking at my screen. You can download Bhagavad Gita, go to our website. I don't know if I'll be able to go because there's so many visitors. Yes. So you go to this Bhajan and Free Resources tab. Okay, and you can download Bhagavad Gita. Whatever language is your choice. Or you can buy Bhagavad Gita from us and we will ship it to you. All these course material. And if you want to know the answer, then there's another website called vedabase.io where Prabhupada books are there. And read. This is what this of this program, that you get curious. Read. This is Kimakur Sanjaya. That why did he ask? He asked this question because he did not want a compromise in the war. Pilgrimage can change the heart of the Pandavas and Kauravas, and they may not fight. And people may, his Kauravas party may just surrender. Okay, we are very satisfied. We are getting spiritual happiness because we're in the place of pilgrimage. Okay, no fight needed. But he did not want that. That was his doubt. Okay, Mataji, so you read this. Prabhupada's translation and purport. Okay. Who was asking this question? Rachna, is she still here? Vraja Mataji, please go ahead. Did she?
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, 1 second, Mataji. Rachna Mataji, please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Got
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
What I said.
Yeah, Rachna.
Mataji, I answered your question. Did you get it?
Yeah. I got it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Vraja Priya Sakhi Mataji. Mataji, your name? Are you initiated, if I may ask?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So, Mataji, I tried to register it on the website for ISKCON Mangaluru, but it's giving me an error. And this is the ID which I got from some another friend of mine. So,
what time you want to join class for? What time?
2 o'clock is fine for me.
Okay, so Mataji, try tomorrow morning, because our website is getting a lot of visitors, so the server is not able to support so many visitors at a time. It happens every time we start, every time first days like that. After some, otherwise tomorrow when you come for the class again, get back to me and I'll send you a link to join. Okay. Thank you so much. Varsha Rajput Mataji, yes Mataji, and then Gayatri Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I heard lots of time. If you want to understand exact what is Gita, so you have to become Arjun. What is the meaning of that?
Means you have to become surrendered to Krishna. We cannot understand Bhagavad Gita by doubting the revealed scripture. Sanchaya Atma Vinashyati. In 4th chapter, there are categories of people who will surrender to Krishna and who will not surrender to Krishna. Over there it is described, Sanchaya Atma Vinashyati. Sanchaya Atma means Atma, a person who is doubting the revealed scriptures. Oh, is it true? Oh, is Bhagavad Gita this? Or was it? How can Vyasdev write with pen and paper? But all these questions are arising from a doubt, are going to be devastating for that person. So when they say become like Arjuna, means surrender to Krishna with faith and hear him out. Just hear him out. Okay. 100% of the people who are hearing it are becoming happy. So why is somebody an exception? Not because Krishna's message is not potent, but because they are doubtful. Okay, it's a journey of self-discovery. That's what it means. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Mataji, can we stop recording at 4:15 daily?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes,
Thank
you can record. Stop now. Thank you.